I came out today for my wilderness survival class to prepare a shelter, to collect water, to create a fire using natural resources such as bird nests or whatever. And these are my supplies I'm going to be using. I got a machete for chopping larger limbs, and a brush out of my way for my shelter. I got my little water cup here for boiling water, collecting water, and boiling whatever animals or plants I find whenever I scavenge. I got some wax cord using to lashing support beams and whatever else I need to my shelter so it stays sturdy. I got myself a headlamp, either to signal somebody if I need to be, go out at night, be able to see if it starts to get a little dusky dark outside. And then I got a mirror, borrowed a mirror for this video, to either give a SOS signal, either day or night, use the reflection off the fire or reflection off the sun to ground to sky, SOS signal, or ground to ground. I went out and bought me some paracord. It is 50 feet paracord for my ridge line, and to lash or tie a ridge line beam or something to a tree so I can get my shelter up and going. I got me a life straw to purify water, as well as my cup, and I got this for another alternative to purifying water. I brought me out a bottle of water. If I'm out hiking or whatever, camping, I'm always going to bring at least something to drink. That's my my go-to. And then I brought some painter's plastic out for my quick setup shelter. I know with my shelter today, I'm not going to go too crazy with insulating my shelter, for the simple fact it is 90 degrees out. It's not going to get too cool at night. I'm not going to really worry about insulating it and messing with all that, for the simple fact that it's already hot out. Only thing I'm going to be using that painter's plastic for my quick setup shelter is really to keep the rain off, the bugs off of me, and yeah, I mean, that's really about it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my quick shelter first. Go out here and tie a support ridge on a tree and all my support beams, and then I'm going to throw the plastic over it, and then I'm going to get started on my driftwood shelter. So stay tuned. All right, so I ended up clearing some of this area around my campsite. Got a lot of this autumn olive, honeysuckle, things like that. And right now, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting my ridge line up. I'm gonna hang this up, not too crazy high, probably about right here. I'm trying to make it shorter, so I don't need near as much plastic, and don't need near as big as sticks for my my lean-to branches to come to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my paracord. I'm going to try to put this ridge beam in to start on the shelter. So I went ahead and put a clove hitch on this ridge beam. So go ahead and put this one. go ahead and hang this up. So I can go ahead and start tying this in. Okay, that should be good. That's not going anywhere. Before I even checked out this site, I looked around. I didn't see any widowmakers. I looked up in the trees, didn't see any hanging sticks. I looked around the area, realized I'm in higher ground. There is a intermittent stream to my right. There is an intermittent stream, so I mean, if it does rain, there is going to be a little bit of water collected, but no chance of flooding. There is a field to my left. That could be a possibility to get some sort of food, and then of course we are surrounded by a whole lot of trees. So we don't really know what I could find out here, such as more materials or food or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting up this ridge beam, and I'll get back to you in a minute. I ended up finding these support beams for my tent to actually give it a structure. I know these sticks are small, not going to hold very much weight, but my main purpose for them is to actually give the tent its shape, my structure its shape. So whenever the rain hits it, all the water goes down this way and keeps all the rain out from in front of me, my bad. And so I'm going to go ahead and tie these on. More than likely, I'm gonna probably do it the same way I did. I did the ridge line. Just gonna do a clove pitch, and try to get this. Pain. Wrap it around like so. Get this all supported. Get these wraps so they don't come off. Whenever I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it so it don't come off. And of course, I'm gonna cut this down to be about flush and flat with this ridge beam. So whenever I put my plastic over top of it, it's not going to puncture my plastic and make holes and leaks in, so I get wet in the process. And of course, like I said, I'm not going to put insulation and leaves and things on top of it, because this is just, it's 90 degrees outside, and I don't really need the insulation and the actual cover to keep the rain off me. The main purpose of this is to preserve energy and get out of the rain. So this is what I'm going to do, just a basic plastic structure with a ridge beam. Alright, I already got one support beam cut, semi-flush with the ridge beam across, and so I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting this one. And then after I do that, I'm gonna peel over the plastic, and I'm going to attempt to make the wilderness button that they put. So I go ahead and put wilderness button right here, the wilderness button right there, and just kind of tighten it up. Maybe one over here if I can, but if not, then I think those two should be able to hold it. I have to put some more. heavy. Got that. Yeah, I was wobbling around a little bit. I was kind of worried about that, but I think we should be all right. It's not going to go anywhere. I might go ahead and tie them a little bit more right here. That one right there, that looks to be pretty sturdy. If not, I mean, I can always add some more string and stuff to it. But my main purpose for this is just kind of give it a shape, just so the water runs down and not really caves in on me. So I'll get back to you after I put some plastic on. So I want to go ahead and put some plastic over top of this. I'm going to attempt to make it look as flush as possible. Actually, first, my bow. Throw my machete once again. I'm going to freshen up all this. Some of the sticks and stuff. Poke into my plastic. And make holes. So oh, this is good right here. I think I have to turn it off. I had to reinforce my beams because they were starting to wobble whenever I was cutting. So I went ahead and took that paracord, laced it to the ridge beam. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in the plastic over just to get my shelter all set up. Hole on mine. Alright, if you come over here, what I'm going to do is, using this stuff, I'm going to try to bring this over as far as I can. Whenever I put my button in, or try to put my button in, I will try to tighten this up. But I'm going to go ahead and fold this underneath. A little beam right there. Back over here this way. As well. Lift up my beam. Take it underneath. So tighten it up. Then after I fully complete that, I'm going to take some sticks and I'm going to start placing them at the base of my shelter. So whenever a wind gust comes through, it's not going to start blowing my shelter all around. So just trying to grab some of these random sticks. Putting it around all along. Along my shelter. After I put up the plastic, I went ahead and made some buttons. I made them kind of similar to the way the video you guys showed us. I went over here and I put a hickory nut inside of the plastic casing I had for my tent. And I took my wax string, wrapped it around. Now it's pretty secure there, so even a big gust of wind won't blow this away. And to the opposite side as well. To secure, I'm not really going to put it in the center because, like I said, this is just a temporary get out of the rain type shelter. I mean, really, I'm not going to go too far in depth with it. This is just for maybe a night, 2-night type thing, you know. And I can go ahead and show you the inside. The inside needs to be cleaned out, which I can go ahead and gradually start doing that a little bit to kind of show you what it looks like cleaned out with all the brush and stuff that goes out, with all the brush and stuff out of it. Like I said, I'm not going to put no leaves or any big leaf branches or anything in there for padding, for the simple fact that, not padding, insulation, for the simple fact that it is warm outside, and I don't really need it. I can sleep on the ground. That's my main concern is getting out of the rain. That's the that's the most energy saving thing. And I know a lot of what we talked about in our actual class was conserving the energy you have, making smart decisions, and the smartest decision here was just making a temporary, just basic setup tent. So that's what I did. I can go ahead and start clearing it out, and then the next video I'll show you what it looks like with it all cleared out and me inside of it. So I'll come back to you. So I got done reconstructing my shelter. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring down the plastic and to kind of show you the inside and what it looks like, how I'm going to set it up, especially whenever, if I have to sleep out here and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get it all set up, so you guys get an inside look of what it looks like from the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and get the plastic, whatever. I'm going to bring it down and I'll show you what it looks like from the inside. And I brought a whole bunch of sticks in here, so I could use as an anchor on this plastic, such as that right there. I'm just going to have to go back here and grab 2 more pieces of wood to kind of hold down the sides. So this is what it looks like from the inside. It's kind of narrower, but definitely waterproof. With no insulation and all this, I could definitely tell that it is quite hotter out here in here than it is outside. So honestly, as long as no rain's leaking in, I might leave the ends open, so I get some airflow in here and be able to sleep more comfortable. As long as there's no rain, I should be good. And this was actually a success. Like I said, I'm not going to fill this in with any insulation for the simple fact that it is very hot. I've only been out here for about an hour and a half and I'm sweating. I can kind of tell I need some water, but yeah, that's about it for my actual quick setup shelter. I'm gonna have to build my my driftwood shelter some other time, either today or whenever I have time. But that's it. This is it for the rest of my my quick setup. I can go outside and actually show you what it looks like from the whole view, so you can see the front, back, what it looks like closed. And so as you can see, it's kind of flying around a little bit. Take some sticks to the front of it to make it look better. So that's what it looks like from the outside. At the inside, all around it is my my support beams and my ridge beams. So everything looks good, and it's going to fulfill its purpose as keeping me dry and out of the weather.